Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, first, I'd just like to offer you a moment to respond to the outlandish claims that were put in front of you just now.
Yeah, as I said, we've got 27 HIDV divisions. Some of those were cut. Some of the studies that were not, where we poured billions of dollars in and they were yielding nothing, have been cut. We're looking for a real solution. And we're looking to do evidence-based, gold standard science. And we're going to do that, and we're going to do it to take care of the most desperate, most vulnerable Americans, including people of HIV. And there has been no withdrawal of any of that commitment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary, and I appreciate your leadership and your vision and your efforts to make America healthy again. One area that's of particular importance to me in my district is newborn screening. And with changes to the Advisory Committee on Heritable Disorders in Newborns and Children, there's some uncertainty about the future of recommended uniform newborn screening panels. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about ensuring continued progress related to newborn screening and whether you see an opportunity for us to work together to strengthen and modernize this process.
Yeah, the program for newborn screening and the FACA, the Federal Advisory Committee, was started, I think, in 2019, or was set to expire in 2019. It was reauthorized every year since then. But over the last 2 years, it hasn't produced a single recommendation. We can do that from HRSA, and that's what we're going to do. We are working at HRSA to develop new indications that should be screened for, and we're going to continue to meet that obligation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Secretary. Now to supply chains. I want to bring to your attention a national security concern related to the shortage of nitrile gloves. Our nation depends almost entirely on imports in this area of nitrile gloves, with China supplying nearly half of that supply. Now, thanks to the previous administration, our current stockpile that the country holds is about a 10-day supply, and much of it is expired or near its expiration date. This means that if China decided to restrict our access to nitrile gloves tomorrow, it could cause serious disruptions to our healthcare system. Can we work together with this committee to address this ongoing vulnerability for our medical supply chain?
This is a vulnerability that we're very much aware of. There's questions about whether we can produce that particular item in this country. I've been traveling over the past couple of weeks to Argentina and to Ecuador, both of which have an interest in producing these products for the American market. It's a much more secure supply chain than relying on China. We're going to continue to offer incentives to develop these products here, but at the same time, we're going to explore our relationships with friendly nations who can produce them in their countries at a low price, low enough price for use, an ubiquitous item, and strengthen our supply chains.
Thank you very much. And also on the area of supply chains, trust in the FDA was shattered under the previous administration, and nowhere was that failure more clear than during the infant formula crisis. The Biden administration was totally asleep at the wheel while infants got sick, shelves went empty, and the American people got nothing but silence. Your budget includes $15 million to modernize infant formula oversight. Can you walk us through how that funding will be used and if the department is working on any other efforts to strengthen the infant formula supply chain?
It was one of our first priorities when I came into the department. We launched Operation Stork Speed to make sure that the quantity of infant formula that is available is enough to supply the demand, but also to improve the quality, to do everything that we can to recalibrate the formulas. We're doing that right now at FDA and at NIH. And we're working with manufacturers all over the country, in Florida, Texas, and elsewhere, to build up our supply chain so we never have a shortage again.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Secretary, for your efforts there and for all that you're doing. I have 23 seconds if you want to respond to any of the other outrageous claims, because no one's let you get a word in edgewise over there.
I would love to be here for a conversation, and actually a lot of these issues are very complex. They don't lend themselves easy to sound bites. And I would love to have a conversation at some point with the Democrats about their concerns about these issues. I think our values are the same, but
The gentleman's time has